What's going on, everyone? Sean and Ronan here. Happy New Year. We're back with another video. I think this is the first video of the year. I hope that everybody had a safe holiday. I hope that, you got to experience some time with family, and I hope that you have some manga goals going on into 2025, and I hope that you're already reading some manga. I know at the time I'm recording this video is January 7th, so we're already 7 days into the new year, and I've been reading some manga, so I hope you have been too. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video we're going to be talking about manga I am currently reading. This is just what I'm reading for this week. I used to do these a little more often, where I would do like a weekly roundup. I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing them weekly, maybe bi-weekly, they may be monthly, but you will get some kind of roundup. I'm going to try off weekly, but if I feel as though I'm repetitive or I'm not adding any interesting value to the video, then I maybe, will dial it back. But until then, we'll just be doing it weekly. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content, and also, once again, leave what you're reading down in the comment section below. I'm always looking for recommendations. So the first manga I am currently reading, or this one is more so I want to get into reading, and hopefully that's this week, is Colorist. As you see, I'm holding up volume 2 because that is the volume I am currently on. It's by Kent. I read volume 1 and I really liked it. I read more into volume 2, and it's like this theme of color, like I know that's kind of what it's about, but it's just like rehashing that detail over and over and over again of how important color is, and how much they need color, and color is everything. And it just gets a little repetitive and redundant to me. It has nothing to do with the artwork. I think the character work so far in here is pretty good, even though we really haven't dived deep into any of the individual characters, but just who they are on the surface, it seems pretty straightforward. They're manageable in terms of like there's no character I dislike, and I think they all have a place, and I think they're all designed well for what they're trying to accomplish. But just like that theme of just being told every second like how powerful color is, or someone acts shocked at the color, I don't know, it's a little over the top, but that like I said, that doesn't stop everything else. So if I can get past that, I should be able to get through this manga. It's 7 volumes, I believe, and I have all 7, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get through this. I don't think it's bad whatsoever. Like, I want to say that again, I don't think this is bad. It's just that theme of just being knocked over the head with over and over again gets a little redundant, and it makes it just kind of takes me out the read. But everything else what you look for in the story is there, so that's why I think it's a little ridiculous that I am feeling that way. But I want to keep reading this. If you have any thoughts on this, let me know down in the comment section below. Next we have is Solo Leveling. So as you all know, and this is volume 5 because that's currently the volume I'm on. So as you all know, I read volumes 1 through 4 to prepare for the movie, the Reawakening movie, which I reviewed, and I'll have that link somewhere, either in the little box up there or down in the description below. And my wife and I went to go see it, and that movie was just a rehashing of what I already read from volume 1 through 4, and then also, telling a little bit of into season 2 of the anime, which I think comes out today, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it came out already. I don't know. It came out sometime around this time I'm recording this video. But either way, I really enjoy Solo Leveling. I'm literally about to record a manga ranking video where I rank all the manga I've personally read so far, and just know that's high. Solo Leveling is very high, and I really enjoy it. There's nothing I dislike about the series. I like the artwork, I like the characters, I like the story, I like like everything in it is just so well thought out, and I really enjoy it. So I want to go ahead and keep reading. These don't take me long to read, honestly, and so I want to try reading these, and then hopefully I can get through the physical volumes that I do have. I think I have 1 through 10 right now. So is that 11? No, it's 10. So I want to get through 1 through 10 right now, and then I'm pretty sure I should be able to do that before season 2 ends. And then once season 2 concludes, I'll go ahead and watch it through and then go from there. If you want to see me review it or do it earlier, then I will. But just let me know about when it comes to anime, because I know we try to stick to manga, and I guess this is manga on this channel, but I'm not I'm more than willing to do any anime talks, because there are things that I'm just not going to get to read in time. So I'm very okay with just watching anime until I get to the manga. This next manga I want to read is simply just because I recently finished Homunculus, which I know I promised a long deep dive video. I cannot get to it. That video is like an hour and a half long, but I am currently still editing it. My goal is to get it out this month, like the deep dive for it, where I'm reviewing after every chapter, or I guess volume that I read. and kind of just go into deep dive into the character. To say all that, I say that I'm going to read Hikari Man by Hideo Yamamoto, who's the same mangaka for Homunculus. Hikari Man, if you're not familiar with it, it's a series about a boy who, I think he like builds PCs and eventually he gets shocked. And now he can travel everywhere, you know, electricity kind of takes him, and that allows him to try to be some type of vigilante. And that sounds pretty cool to me. That sounds pretty interesting. And I think already I could tell without reading it is like one thing that I wonder if is in here, because as you all know, Homunculus is a very serious, like it's a seinen for a reason. It's a very serious with serious themes and serious actions in it. I this may be a little dial back. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I think it does have some type of age warning. This does say older. It says, I don't know if you can see it, but it does say 17 plus. So maybe it does have the deeper themes in it. But one thing about Homunculus is that Nakoshi actually kind of felt as though he was maybe some kind of vigilante by helping all these people. He wasn't necessarily fighting crime per se, but he was trying to help people. And it obviously he, you know, if you, I don't know, I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say he's trying to help people, and it just may not go, you know, help may not look the same for everyone. So I wonder if that's something that can happen in here, because it does say that he's like an otaku. You know, it doesn't really have sociable skills. He's not the most popular person in the world. So I do wonder if like trying to help everybody the same is going to play like an impact that may be negative. I don't know, but that will be a cool, interesting, you know, factor in here. I don't know anything about it outside the premise, so I definitely am interested to read this. I just want to knock it out and just see what it's like. Artwork in here is beautiful. I don't know if I can show. Yeah, the artwork in here is beautiful, and it is very reminiscent of Homunculus, and I would say in some cases it's even better. So I do probably want to check when did this come out compared to when Homunculus came out. But yeah, overall, definitely want to check this out. And yeah, so this will be a read of mine. Next, we'll talk about the big boy, the one that I think I'm more likely gonna put in the title, and that is Berserk. So I finally started reading Berserk. I'm only on the first deluxe volume, and I'm still technically, I think I'm in the middle of chapter 3, so I'm close to volume 2. This is already amazing. Berserk is already amazing. I really enjoy the stuff that is in here. I mean, some unexpected stuff has already happened. The artwork in here is insane. The just how like Guts is as a person, as a character, that's already insane. Just because of like, he's just so, it's at the very beginning, so of course things got to be fleshed out. But he's just so raw in terms of just like the way he acts, the way he treats people, the way he acts. He's just sought after act of vengeance. There's not really any, you know, other sides to him. It's just this, you know, what you see is what you get. And the world in it is just dark and fantastical in a way, and it's just amazing. Like I can already see how this could turn into one of the best manga I ever read. And I can see why people are saying like it's one of the best things they've read just from the first 2.5 chapters, because it's on such a trajectory where I really believe that. And for Berserk and probably Vagabond when I get to it, because I am going to get to Vagabond this year. I mentioned that in my manga TBR for this year. And maybe some more series. I want to do more like breakdowns and analyst stuff. I know I say that all the time, but I was already reading series, and so I didn't prepare, as in I didn't get notes and stuff. It was just kind of going off the dome, which that doesn't make for the best content. You know, it's cool for a conversation, but I do want to provide the best content I possibly can, and just kind of going through it without taking any notes, I think is disingenuous to people who are watching, who are expecting some type of like analytical discussion. So I definitely am taking notes on Berserk. I will be taking notes on Vagabond. I'm going to try to do it. I know I'm going to do shorts per chapter, and I have some prepared to just like get a brief overview, but I don't know if I want to do by volume for Berserk, or by for long form content, or by arc. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I don't want to do by, you know, I kind of am reluctant to do by volume just because people don't really watch reviews like that. But there may be a lot I can say. I don't know. I just have to package it in a way that people are coming into the video knowing it's not just your typical, this is a review, this is good. Like we're really breaking down stuff. So whether it's by volume or by arc, help me decide in the comment section below. I'm leaning by arc, but I'm not afraid to do by volume. But yeah, overall, Berserk has just been fantastic. That does it for like all the series I have manually. Right now I'm also reading Chainsaw Man, which obviously that's an ongoing thing. With Chainsaw Man, I think I fell off a little bit around Thanksgiving, so like November 24th, 26th, something like that. But as I'm recording this video, the next chapter, 189, I believe, is coming out. Literally, probably by the time I'm done recording it, it will be out. So I will catch up today. That's something easy we could talk about maybe later. And then, oh, I actually forgot to see it. I'm not gonna get up and grab it, but volume 10 of Don. I have not got to it yet. I guess my brother-in-law, I don't know, it's weird, like thinking about stuff like that when you're married. But my brother-in-law, which he's like 15, 16, crazy, right? He's been into anime, but he's just now getting into manga because he came over and saw like all my manga and stuff. So I let him borrow all my Don so he can read and catch up. And then as soon as he finished, he like texted me and was like, "Can I have your password to the Jump?" I told him about the app, the Shonen Jump app. So yeah, he's further ahead than I am on Don. Anyway, as you all know, I like to read physically, but Don might be one I just might read ahead, especially considering season 2 I believe won't come out till this. Or for the anime won't come out till this June, and I'm actually further than where the anime is right now anyway, with the physical volumes of the manga. But yeah, I'm definitely going to read Don volume 10, and then depending on like my reading style and what videos I'm doing, I might just go ahead and read that, you know, digitally as well. I've been reading more digitally. I'm reading more books as well, traditional books, if you want to say it like that. So I've been reading more digitally just because my life is harder. It's harder to find time to where I can sit with good lighting and can read without being distracted. So I've been reading a lot more digitally because it's easy to pick up, read, put down if I need to. It's just a much easier process. So I've been reading more digitally, even though I try with my manga to keep that as sacred as possible and read physically. But some series are just so good, you can't wait. But anyway, that does it. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, Wild Strawberry is another series I'm reading as well. I definitely fell off of that around, I think, before November, because obviously when the holidays come around, things get a little hectic. But I will pick that back up. That's a really good series as well. And I actually want to check out Ido. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if I'm going to be reading anytime soon, but it's a series similar to Wild Strawberry with like vegetation, plant life, and kind of like to make a take on that. So I want to kind of read and compare those, and maybe even do a video about it. 'Cause I think that's an interesting concept, is that we're getting more manga that kind of are around the same time. So I wonder like what's happening in the manga verse to you know, take that approach, because I do think it's an interesting approach, and it's not that it hasn't been done before. It's just more so it's very interesting. I think that a lot of manga could have interesting takes on it. But anyway, that does it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. You're going to see me wear the same shirt because I'm literally about to record my manga ranking of 2025. This is just of everything I've read so far. And that's picked up at all. I know like in my manga awards video I had to read like a certain amount of chapters and whatnot, just to you know, make it easier for me to choose, and also I can't really judge something and give awards based on one chapter. This is just me shallow ranking everything. So if I read one chapter, it's on, well actually no, anything I read one chapter of, like I'm just scrolling through the Shonen Jump app or Viz Media app or whatever, and I read like a chapter, that's not on there. But anything I like actually like read and was like, oh, and digested, it's going to be on there. It's only like 33 volumes or 33 manga, I believe. But yeah, it's just shallow rankings of everything. So that's going to be a fun video. And I'm trying to switch it up a little bit and not do like, oh, this is just a number. I have it in tiers. So anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching. If you watch 1 second of one video, I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.